And we're live. Welcome back, ladies and Gentiles, monkeys and reptiles, boys and girls of the appropriate ages. The world of Cairne has returned once more for your entertainment and horror privileges.
Good evening, everyone.
Just occurred to me that I said privileges. Well, yeah, no, you know what? Let's own that. It's a privilege to be here.
It's a privilege.
It's a privilege to be here.
It's nice to meet you, but it's even better to meet me.
That's right.
I mean, look, in a minute here, or not too long, we will have our own custom system that is not under the OGL 1.1 bullshit, so, should be thanking us.
Yeah, we are ahead of the curve on that, too, I have to say, because we actually started that before the craziness happened.
Yeah, but if anyone wants to play test Cairne with us, watch this space.
Yes, opportunities shall arise. And I have to say, ladies and gentlemen, great things are happening, especially thanks to... I hate to just call you guys my players at this point. It's almost like you're my co-conspirators in the creation of all of this now.
Co-authors.
Yeah.
Squad.
It is. We are a team. It's gone from this is going to be a one-shot of silliness to, oh dear God, I've written novels worth of information for the custom world, and now at its own game. It's come so far. But yeah, we're here to pick back up. We are more or less in the home stretch of an incredibly long campaign and playtest. Things are ramping up, getting intense and crazy as we journey through Underhome, deep beneath the surface of our insane post-apocalyptic world, where there are many strange things that go bump in the night. So,
All of which are terrifying.
yes. Well, I mean, I did just create something very cute for the world, just to be nice.
That was kind of...
The woebegons, I love them.
They were fun. So,
Give Saoirse a pet 2K23.
yeah. That'd be a good one. We'll be gone. So, when we left off, would anyone like to, or have a recap prepared?
Take a shot at it.
Sponsors.
Oh, yes. Hit them with the sponsors.
You know what? That is a good idea. Let me do that real quick. We will start with, if I can spell this correctly, because I've been typing a lot today. Found Familiar Coffee. That's right. Coffee and caffeinated beverages for gaming and gaming and gaming. And not
Basically just gaming.
and some not gaming too, because it is caffeinated. But you're definitely going to want to check that out. It's very, very high quality, very good stuff. And what's more, if you use code FEATHERFALL at checkout, you'll get 10% off. Dun, 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 dun. I'm doing the commercial music. And then, of course, let's not forget Skull Splitter Dice. The dice that will literally could literally split a skull if you hit someone hard enough with them, or enough of them. This has yet to be tested in a practical environment. However...
Please do not.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. We could get in touch with Mythbusters. Is it still a thing?
Only deploy Skull Splitter dice literally in self-defense.
True.
We're not liable for the results of any experimentation regarding the splitting of skulls.
This is true. However, we will take full credit, along with Skull Splitter, for all your nat 20s and amazing rolls that come out of an incredible gaming experience by using their wonderful dice. And be sure, once again, to use code FEATHERFALL at checkout and save 10% on a new set of dice. And with that done, take it away.
All right, so we had a pretty exciting little journey last time. So our previous session began in the Choke, a point of final redoubt along this line of Underhome. Grunthome, rather. So, it was pretty clearly a trap, and we were pretty clearly under assault by a number of blighted beings. Fortunately, we made friends. Friends are very important, and these friends' names are Rog and Gog. They are two creepy little dudes, one smaller than the other, both equally creepy. The little guy, Church, you may be able to provide them with an image. I can't provide them with an image.
Show me
But,
Rog and Gog up on the screen. for
Show
everybody.
me Rog and Gog.
Boom. There they are.
The little guy is the brains of the operation, and Listener had a very pleasant chat with him. As it developed, they triggered the trap against the blight-infested creatures that were pursuing us, and decided they were going to tail with us. They provided a little bit of information about how we could proceed. There were 3 routes to the portion of Grunthome that we were trying to reach. We have elected to go for the one that was furthest out of our way, as it seemed the safest. They're tagging along. They appear to have a bet going between them on whether we will survive or not. It's not yet clear who has bet to what side, but we have at least one supporter in the audience. After that, we trekked our way across a portion of the cavern and came to a rather fancy but also rather devastated dwarven manor. Upon entering, there was the appearance of a ghost. Sadly, Listener didn't get to see that, but everybody else got to see the spirit for once, which was fun. There was also a very nice gun on a very nice table that attempted to have Listener reenact some sort of terrible accident, dreadful mistake, cold-blooded murder. It's not yet clear. But the information we are left with now that Az has busted Listener and Uki out of the room is there are at least 2 spirits in the house, one of whom is a ashen banshee looking creature, the other of whom is a shorter, stately looking dwarf. This particular trap or artifact has claimed a significant number of lives. And I'm pretty sure we're still locked in. At the very least, I can tell you Listener is not leaving until his curiosity is satisfied.
Joke's on you, we did leave. Because Az used his artist abilities to open up the doorway, which allowed Uki and Listener to leave. And Listener absolutely left the gun.
Oh yeah, left the room, rather. We're still in the house.
You are still in Crackstone Manor.
That's true. But I don't think we're locked in the manor, are we?
From what I'm showing here, you're actually all in the foyer, so no.
Yeah. We could probably leave. In fact, I may have broken the door on the way in.
Yeah, I don't think it was locked. I think it was open.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
gun
the
is
only-
in this
fell
room.
on me is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The
Yeah.
door fell on me, which
That's
was
right.
rather funny.
It was hanging on the hinges.
Yeah, the only thing we were really locked in was Listener and Uki in that one room.
And Az has his cheat codes enabled, so he just walked us right out of that.
What? No clip?
No clip is great. Yeah, I think that catches us up. Listener was about to ask Az to get him through this other door so we can explore this room to the south end.
All right.
I'm gonna check to see if it's open first.
I think we checked every door and they were all locked.
This one here?
Mm.
Yes.
Okay.
That would be accurate. So
So yeah, does that catch us up, Church?
no, that
Nice.
excellent as usual. Yeah, we can actually go ahead and pick up from there. You're sitting at the door. Once again, very large, very thick, very sturdy, very locked.
Az,
Yeah, yes. Outside voice.
could I trouble you to perform that particular trick on this door as well?
I can try. It takes a lot out of me.
Oh, I'm very sorry. If possible. Otherwise, I can find
try.
another way. I step to the side.
I'll walk over to this wall or to the door. To the door wall area.
Door. There's a door right there.
There's a door. Okay, so there's a door. Walk over to the door and I'll take my little runic cross-peen hammer off my belt and just kind of like tap the door a couple of times. And whoosh.
Opening another.
Where's the button? Hold on, I have a button.
Button. Who's got the button?
We opening another portal.
Whoop. Right through the door.
Okay.
Like, kind of just.
Yeah. There is no resistance. Nothing negative happens as you do this.
There's a hole in the wall for a moment.
Yes.
Oh, I'm going through.
I do need you to roll. We're going to do a D8. Roll D8 for me, please.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yes. Cool.
Yes, very interesting. Oh. I have to get my list up here. Bear with me.
Oh, I know what he's doing.
Okay.
Things are happening. Big things.
So he walks up and begins to kind of tap on the door and in the dimensions of the portal that he's trying to open up. And as you do this, as these wisps of translucent energy begin to weave and curl around your hammer in your hand, piercing through the door as if it's not there. And suddenly, the aspect of the door where you've shaped your portal begins to fade and shimmer and become translucent, and then it's just gone. You feel a strange chill wash over the room as the power rolls through you, and it feels strange, unique, and you're overcome with a weird sadness for some reason.
Lacrimatory conclave. Pulled from that particular patron. Out of character, of course. Seriously, no shit.
Okay.
Nobody knows nothing about that.
All good. We're having fun with the siphon, so it's all good. But yes, the portal is definitely open.
All right. I'm just gonna dip on through.
Okay.
What's going on inside?
So you enter in. Once again, this is another very old chamber, as all of them are. The floor is made of black polished granite. There's a very old rug, as you can see on the map. This appears to have at one time been a very large workspace. Very fancy one, though. Not like a dirty workshop. This was one that was kept obsessively pristine. And you can see it in the lack of damage around the areas that would have most likely been intended for actual work. You know, normally if you're using, say, the grinding wheel or you know, beating away on something and an anvil, you're going to have sparks fly and damage to the floor and whatnot. You don't see any of that in here. But the tools and items that do remain are not in pristine condition. They do show signs of wear, so it's a little weird that they come across like that. The room is fairly large, as you can see. At the far end, there does appear to be a weapon stand, a large trunk filled with various gear and tools. This is a work table that appears to have been moved away from the wall. Another tool rack here and a grindstone there. The floor has a very thick coat of dust on it, undisturbed completely, aside from your own footsteps as you enter the room. One thing that does occur as you do is you well, not you, listener, but Saoirse, as you enter the room, your ears pop like the pressure changed.
Saoirse's going to wince and raise her hands up to her ears and cover them.
Is anyone else entering?
I just kind of like sit by the crouch by the wall over here by the door that I made, and kind of just be sad for
For some reason.
For some reason. It's just there's really beautiful sad music in my head for like what is that melody?
What is that melody? We all thought it.
Yeah.
I will end.
Okay. Wilhelm, the same thing will happen to you as you enter. Your ears pop like the pressure changes as soon as you pass through the portal.
Uki will reluctantly step in as well, and just, yeah. And hoping that this door won't close since it's been created by a member.
It won't close until he allows it to, or the time runs out. But you're good for now. And the same thing happens to you, Uki. Your ears pop as you enter the room, like the pressure changes. Nothing moves. Once again, the only thing that disturbs the thick layer of dust on the floor is you guys entering the chamber. Listener, you've moved over to the trunk, I see.
I have.
Okay. The trunk is filled with various neatly arranged tools and implements for smithing. So there's hammers of different sizes and shapes, tongs, picks, files, rasps, polishing cloths, all manner of things that you might need for smithing.
Okay.
The chest is open.
All right. I'm going to reach in and touch, let's say, a smithing hammer. And use that.
All right. I'm just reading it once more.
Of course, of course.
Okay. Okay. So what you get out of this particular item as you pick it up is a sense of passion. You see images of it flashing against an anvil, the crash of steel against steel and the sparks that fly, and just this overwhelming sense of just driven passion for what's being made. And you see images of the same kind of stately figure that you've been seeing prior, holding the hammer.
A dwarven smith in the finest dwarven traditions. Absolutely obsessed.
Yes. Definitely get that sense.
All right, that's fair. I'm gonna examine stuff this way if anybody else wants to poke at things.
Yeah. Anybody else got anything going?
I think Saoirse's just keeping an eye on Listener because that instance where he got locked in the room sort of spooked her. Because that door literally closed behind him and Uki, so...
It did happen. It's true.
I would like to inspect the walls.
Okay.
If there is a pressure change, I'd like to see what the walls look like. Like, is this room itself meant to be almost airtight, where the pressure could be different?
Interesting question.
And I would like to inspect, if it hasn't already been done, some of these weapons.
All right. So, Saoirse's on high alert. Listeners still kind of digging around, looking at things, touching everything.
I don't have a high alert mode.
Wilhelm begins to inspect the walls. The walls, strangely, as you look closer, appear to be solid sheets of polished stone. You do not see seams of brick or masonry. It does not appear that they are carved. They literally appear to be sheets of stone. Brought in, perhaps. It's hard to say. It's very, very old, and from what you understand of your studies of history and whatnot, dwarven stonemasonry did involve various forms of magic originally that allowed them to shape stone. So it could be a result of that, potentially. You're not really sure. It does appear to be very sealed and solid, aside from the 2 windows on the south wall. Beyond that, there are no other entrances beyond the door. Uki, the weapons that you're admiring are very well made. Nothing insane. There is a long sword there. There is a one-handed, like a hand axe there, and a flanged mace hanging on the rack that you're closest to over there. All of them are made of some type of silvery metal. All of them are very well crafted, etched with remarkable filigree and design. They are very old and have been here for some time, so the wrapping for the handles is a little bit decayed and rotted, but the metalwork itself seems to be in fine condition. Let's see. Is that Master Miss? What's Genesis doing?
So far, we've just kind of poked around in this combination of smithing room and armory here to the south.
Yeah. I'm going to say Belethir would join you in the room just because he probably would.
Nice. All right. I think Genesis is just looking around. I mean,
did you go through the portal
really...
that they opened in the doorway to enter?
Yeah, I made it.
Did everyone else go through? Because
We kind of had to.
Okay, I'm going.
Okay, everyone but Az. Az is outside being depressed.
He made a portal and then he got suddenly very emo and sad.
Is Az okay?
It's magic sadness.
Okay.
It's siphoner shit.
I guess I go.
Okay.
Never split the party. You should come with us. Come on.
Splitting the party is always a good idea. It's an amazing idea.
Yeah, I mean, you could... Oh, okay. All right, well, you do your thing. All right. Attempts were made.
All right, so you come into the room. The one thing you notice beyond the look of the room, the fact that it is gorgeously polished black granite, is that it is a big workspace that has been kept pristinely, aside from the dust on the floor that you guys are kicking up as you move around. You do notice as you go through the portal that your ears pop, like the pressure changes.
Stupid question. This isn't the same building with the room with the gun, is it?
Yes it is.
Same building, different room.
Okay. Good, okay. Yep. Got it. Sorry.
No, you're good. All right. So you come into the room. Are you doing anything in there, or just kind of staying abreast of everything, keeping an eye out?
I like to think Genesis is just like reading the vibes of the space, because it's obviously very charged with the being that listeners saw in the other room, right?
Yeah. All right. Are you openly
course.
using an ability? Are you opening your senses as a mentalist?
I don't think we're like opening the gates or whatever. But we're Genesis should be masked up, and just kind of ambiently feeling the place, you know, like.
Okay. Give me a. Boy, I can't wait till we get our system. Give me a intelligence check.
Okay, just. I'm still trying to get the sheet to pull up and roll 20.
It's okay.
Intelligence check. On its way. Sorry.
It's all good.
Okay. Determining scale sizes. Nice. Yep. Okay. Obviously, I picked the wrong game to join, right? You gotta do that once.
Mm-hmm. One is mandatory.
Come on, brain. Come on.
That's a mood.
I say that exact thing often.
I'm in already. Check, not save.
Yeah. There it goes. Let's see.
That is fitting.
Okay.
That is very fitting.
and that's fine. So Genesis
Flawless.
is a little nervous because of the previous encounter and the state of where you're at and everything that's happening. It's normal. It's understandable. You're
I really
underground.
don't.
It's weird.
Ooh.
That being said, you don't pick up anything other than the apprehension you're feeling and the apprehension of the people around you. Nothing jumps out or stands out in any way towards you. I do need to send a quick love note to one of you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do this through Discord, so it's super secret.
Secrets.
Do you like me? Yes or no?
I feel like it's going to go to the person who has been naughty lately.
As we know, receiving privileged information in D&D means that you're very likely either to die or to kill somebody.
Or both. I mean.
Or both.
Message is sent. If you didn't get it, it wasn't you.
Nice. I rolled a 9. I don't even need to check. Lol.
You're set. Nothing important could ever happen to you.
No, it's fine. Everything is fine. So, listener, we'll come back around now.
Sure.
You're investigating the tool rack.
The tool rack.
Okay.
What he's looking for now are things that may have been used in the construction of the gun. He's beginning to assume that this gun had great personal significance and was likely one of, whoever this guy was, one of his, like, magnum opus projects.
Okay. Still using the psychometry?
Yeah, I'm still, like, touching stuff. He tries, like, a file. He says, I think you probably need a file for those, right? Touch.
Nothing that specific comes through.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, you don't see anything in anything you touch along the tool rack that would imply that this was a gunsmith.
Oh, interesting. Especially interesting. Can I circle back and poke a weapon? We've got a rack of finished weapons here.
Okay.
Touch.
So, once again, you get that same impassioned feeling. You know, you get flashes of that same kind of stately dwarven gentleman, you know, pounding away on the anvil and polishing and etching and, you know, like just really passionate, obsessively passionate, wide-eyed, mad-haired, over the top, red in the face with his intensity, just passionate about what he's doing.
Okay. I would like to speak to Uki.
Okay.
Uki,
Yes, listener.
I'm trying to figure something out. You know, firearms. You're quite familiar. I assumed that the weapon sitting on the table in there was the construction of one of the spirits now inhabiting this place back when they were alive and had a form with which to manipulate such things. But I'm not seeing anything when I read these objects that seems to support this. Does this look at all like a place you could make a gun?
Well, let me look a little closer. So, we have. We're looking over in this kind of area, right?
Mhm.
What is? Do we have like how did you describe this right here? Is like a table?
It's a work table, like a workbench, but it's been
Okay.
pulled out away from the wall. It based upon the layout of the room, you would imagine that this would have been pushed up against the wall here, but it's been pulled out.
Interesting. Actually, I would some, just from my knowledge and experience. Yeah, I think definitely. I think this is where, at the very least, repairs were occurring.
I will say you do not see any of the instruments needed for tooling a weapon.
Yeah. So we see a work table, and we do see like a wheel, right? Over here in this corner.
Yeah, a grinding wheel.
A grinding wheel. So we've got a grinding wheel on the table, but we're just not seeing the actual instruments that would be used. And what seems odd is that it's quite possible they were here, that these tools were here, they're used here. And I think there have been others before us who might have, come in and decided to take with them. But if someone's going to take the tools, I mean, the weapons themselves in here are more valuable than the tools.
Given what I saw when I picked up that gun, I suspect all of the people who have stepped in this building have not stepped out again afterwards.
Saoirse, if you
I
could,
almost don't think that the craftsmen themselves might have taken the tools with them. That because you say that this is something that was created long, long ago, perhaps before this, obviously before the spirit entered it.
Yes, I suspect the spirit became attached when it was used to kill her, would be my own guess. The dead tend to do these sorts of things.
Yes.
But it's all so strange. I'll let this thing they're doing play out before I continue.
Yeah.
no, you're good.
Well, the next thing I was going to do was ask you something, so you finish typing first.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Go ahead. It's out. Unless Saoirse interrupts what you're doing in character.
Saoirse is going to turn around and bolt out the portal to see what Az is doing.
Sus.
Az is not in the building.
Oh dear.
I don't know what the range is on that door.
Saoirse is going to stand in the doorway and say, Az, come back! Az!
Perhaps walk back out through the portal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna book it out.
I take
Same.
one of the weapons off the rack as I go.
Just gonna.
Okay. You
Just
grab
because
a
I'm
weapon.
not done looking at them yet.
No problem grabbing a weapon. Saoirse runs out of the building, screaming out after Az. Az, give
Wilhelm,
me.
Wilhelm, as is gone outside. Sorry to interrupt, but Wilhelm. Okay.
Wilhelm's making his way out.
Az, give me a will save, please. Wisdom save. Sorry.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, you don't really hear her calling after you. You're blinded by your sense of duty.
Do we see him? Like,
No, you do not.
Okay.
You're looking out into pitch black darkness for those of you who can not see in the
Do we
dark.
have
And you do
one
have
other
the
person
stones.
still in the room?
What's that?
We have one other person still in the room.
Oh no, that's Simon. He's not with us this evening, so he'll be following along basically if I forget to move him.
Okay.
Yeah, but you don't see him. You look out into the darkness, and at the edge of your phosphor stones light, you see nothing but shadows.
Where did Az go? What do we do?
That seems quite bad.
We could try to perhaps follow him, maybe track him. I don't know how hard that would be. He's guessing not really being stealthy, but I'm not sure how easy it would be to follow his trace.
All right. Well, if you want to try and track him, we can definitely do that. If that's what you want to do.
Decisions.
I'm sure it's fine. I wouldn't worry.
I think we do need Az. That seems important.
I'm sure
Yeah.
it's fine. This is fine.
If they're willing, if the rest of the party is kind of agreement, I will. Is anyone better suited to try to track him?
I am poorly suited because I cannot move as quickly as all of you can.
I don't know anything about tracking, so
Okay.
maybe not me. I don't know.
All right, Wilhelm, if you want to try and check, let's do a survival.
Alrighty.
Yeah, somebody go with Wilhelm, by the way. Do
I'd
not
hope-
send the man off alone into the dark.
We're not split.
I'd hope
We're not
we all
splitting up,
go
are we?
together.
Yeah.
we're gonna go together. Don't split us up.
No, it's fine. Just send him. It's fine.
If you're trying to track him at full speed, I will literally slow you down.
Well, I don't think I can track him at full speed, but
No, I don't think anyone can if they're paying attention.
All right, that's a solid roll. Not gonna lie, very
Well, that's
solid.
very good, actually.
Goodness, very, very solid roll. Okay. So you do find like some scuff marks in the debris and dust along the kind of path of where you're at right now at the manor house, and basically it goes out across the path and disappears into the darkness there. From what you can tell, it's a hurried gait by the look of it.
Is everyone following me?
Yeah. Saoirse is, anyways.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll keep trying to keep moving with the light as well.
All right. So I'm gonna move us over to the big map. just so. Well, all right. Zooming way in. Okay.
Big zoom. Is this where we were?
Mm-hmm. So this is Crackstone Manor here, basically.
Okay. All right. Oh, we transitioned like to a new map quadrant. That's right.
So basically, you guys come out and follow it along to the wall here. Wilhelm, give me another survival roll, please, to
Alright.
maintain the trail.
Mm.
Okay. Now it's getting interesting. Do, 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 do. Oh my goodness. Do, do, do. Okay, yes. So, you kind of lose track of it as you reach the edge of the wall there. You've lost the trail, Wilhelm. Let me send a lovely message while you guys discuss what to do about that.
Fantastic.
Any further sign of him, Wilhelm?
No, I've lost his current. I might be able to do something to try again with a better see if it'll help me find the trail better.
What were you using before to find him?
Just looking, my experience working with nature, but I have a certain plant that when properly treated causes the eyes to almost expand, making it easier to see.
It does sound useful for this, but I don't know if it would. I don't know how that works.
I fear that Az could easily outrun all of us.
That too. I am.
At least myself.
I fear that too.
And all my experience of even looking at stuff is not underground. So even the stuff I've learned isn't as useful here.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna be nice and allow all of you, if you choose, once again, optional, you may make a perception roll.
I would love to.
Starting off strong. I like it. Oh my. Well, Wilhelm, it is a good thing you're with them.
Yeah.
Very strong at this part.
So, Wilhelm, as you're feeling a little desperate and you're panicking a little bit, and all of you probably are at this point, naturally. From somewhere to your left, you hear faintly Az's voice once again say, "My queen, I am coming," and it kind of sounds distant and reverberates and echoes, like almost like it's in a well, or that sound.
Shall we pursue it?
I feel like that would be a good idea. I mean, it sounds like he's over there. Let's go look.
I am actually going to do something first. I am going to use plant a I'm actually going to try to use 2 of my plants to give myself enhanced sight, and I want to give myself dark vision to try to track him.
Just picturing him sparking up a blunt. I'm gonna take me a little hit of this real quick. Hang on. All right. So you boost your senses with pharmaceuticals. As you do this, I will say your eyes open up and the light gets brighter. The phosphor stones kind of almost sting a little bit. But to your left, you see what appears to be hidden amongst the stone. A very small crevasse opening into the face of the stone itself. It appears to be some type of natural fissure, but it looks like you could fit through it. And that, most likely, is where the sound of Az's voice has come from.
I think he's over this way. It looks like there's an opening. Tiny. But it sounds like he came from here. And I start to move in that direction, trying to stay with the phosphorus stones behind me.
Okay. You begin to move into the crevasse.
I look back and they're with me. Yeah, I'm gonna start to move again, keeping my face aimed forward.
Okay. So you begin to move down the crevasse. As you come in, the first thing you notice is that the walls are wet, slick, with moisture. Touching it stings a little, but not so much as the moisture you might run into on the outside, up above. You begin to move through, and you can see various molds and lichens and fungi on the walls. Some of it you're not terribly familiar with, and there's definitely a smell of old, musty decay that kind of assails your senses. Your heightened senses especially can sense all of this so much better than normal as you move through the tight crevasse. Everyone following along?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You're moving along single file. It's very tight, especially because you don't want to touch the walls because they do sting a little bit when you do, and it is kind of covered with gross growths. You begin moving through, and eventually you come to an intersection where the path splits into a Y, left and right.
Can I see any trace of which way he may have gone?
Give me a survival roll. Solid. You do see a few small stones that have been carelessly knocked from the wall on the left-hand path just recently. However, as you are inspecting them, to the right, you hear Az's voice once again say, "My queen, I'm coming. Hold on."
Suspicious.
Why would he say the same thing? Is it? Do we know if that's actually him, or are we just following an echo? Like,
Oh, for sure we don't know this.
oh, ooh, that would be.
The tracks I'm finding seem to point that he went left, but his voice is coming from the right.
I say we go left. Remember back on your tea when old Sticky Bones was mimicking voices? I don't.
My concern is that both are trapped, and that he's not out here.
Church, I'm gonna pop a spell slot
I see that.
to fire up Green Sight.
All right. You begin to glow green from the face.
Mhm. So I am looking at the 2 branches ahead of us. I expect that there might be a tiny temperature change, but I'm also just trying to pick up anything that was not visible to the naked eye before.
Okay. You're having a hard time in this area because of the rock and the walls and the moisture and the fungus, and being in such a tight spot with your group, because all the gases that they're emitting. Well, heat vapors. Some of them might be emitting gases. I don't know what you guys ate.
Carbon dioxide at the least.
And so you're having a hard time there. One thing you are a little distracted by, though, is to the right, there's the spirit of a small dwarven child huddling on its haunches against the wall, rocking back and forth and shivering terribly. It appears to be holding something tight.
Okay, I will attempt to communicate with the spirit of the small child.
Okay. Tell me how that goes.
You're the one who tells me. I attempt to link up to its mind. To them, it doesn't really seem to be all that different from speech. They can't really tell the difference much.
Okay. So you're
I just say, little one, how did you meet your end?
It turns and looks at you, listener.
Yeah.
And one side of its face is gone, like just torn away in this horrible, like twisted rictus grin. And it looks at you with one wide, terrified eye and bolts down the passageway.
Can we all see that, or like?
It's just listener.
Oh,
Good thing.
Okay. Okay. Never mind. Yeah. No. Good. Okay.
None of these poltergeists that we seem to be having lately. That's just a spirit.
No. This is good because I don't have to roleplay seeing a half-gone child. We're
Yeah.
good.
I will say,
golden.
as you do this, and you have this experience, listener, from the left side, you hear, "My queen, where are you? Be strong," Az's voice once again echoing down the passage.
Ha!
I link up with the party, essentially to say, we are wandering into a lair. There are spirits here that have met untimely ends. And this crevasse is far enough from which paths even the elder dwarves may have traveled. I suspect they were lured here as we have been lured.
Did listener hear Az's voice, or coming from the left, or did all of us?
That was everybody. Everybody heard that. That was an auditory heard.
Yes.
I figured, but I just wanted to make sure that because obviously listeners paying attention. Just want to make sure we didn't have to roll perception or anything to hear that. But yeah.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. Yeah, no, you all heard that one.
That voice came from the left. I think that's where Az is definitely going to be now. Because that voice didn't repeat the same thing over and over.
Ooh, rolls.
My only concern is, did any of us actually? I mean, anyone actually see Az take off?
I'm pretty sure we all did, actually.
Just you. Just Saoirse, I think.
I mean, we saw him, like, at the edge of our light.
This is true.
No, you guys didn't see him as you left. He was already gone. Sorry if I gave that impression by moving the the token. I was just trying to get him out of the way.
I remember you saying verbatim, though, that we saw him at the edge of our phosphor light.
No. If I did, I apologize. I don't think I did, but I may have. Trying to keep track of everything. But no, he was already gone when you guys stepped out. I apologize if that came across wrong.
We might be following the sound, or the thing that's doing this he may not even be down here. He could be somewhere else. And we're walking directly into a trap.
But what if Az is down here, though? Can't just leave him.
I'm concerned, and I'm not suggesting we leave him. I just wanted to at least see if everyone else's thoughts.
Whether Az is here or not, I suspect there is something very dangerous.
Give me a perception roll. If you want. You don't have to.
Oh, of course.
Like, everyone or just listener?
Oh, everyone who wants to. You can skip it if you want. It's fine. I don't mind.
Oh!
Oh, he's the best.
God, Wilhelm the ear. All right. Wilhelm pitches back and immediately just his head, you see his whole focus lurch toward the left. Wilhelm, you just heard the sound of meat tearing and Az grunting in pain. It was almost inaudible, but you, with your drug-heightened senses and being, Wilhelm the ear, heard it.
I am gonna head off that way.
Post
And-
haste.
Yes. This way. Something bad.
Very well.
Yeah, Saoirse runs off after because, she had just been waiting on the party to move.
I'll go ahead and get my stealth check in.
All right. So now keep in mind we're all still single file by
Single
force.
file lines.
So I'm assuming it's Wilhelm in the lead. We'll say Saoirse's next because she piped up, with Listener coming up next in stealth. Genesis after that, Uki and Simon after that. So you guys move through the passage. It twists and turns. It gets kind of tight and then opens up slightly, and then suddenly everything goes dark. Your phosphor stones stop piercing through the darkness. Like you can hold it in your hand and you can see the light go about 4 or 5 inches and just stop. It's like there is an oppressive dark miasma hanging over the area, and you just cannot penetrate it with light or your senses. Even your green sight seems to be cut off.
Oh, that's particularly bad.
You may keep going, but just this has happened.
How far have we got? Like, can we step safely?
It's 15, 20 feet maybe you've gone.
Well, it's Az. Can't leave Az.
Yeah, I mean, we have to. Like,
Steady on.
God, I feel like something's fading
Something
us into
terrible's
this.
going to happen, yeah.
It's a goddamn terror!
Why are we like this?
This is what we get.
Alright. So, Wilhelm, are you carrying on since you're in the lead?
Yes. So I am
No.
using my quarterstaff to pound the ground,
Pound the ground? Okay.
making sure there isn't suddenly any drop off.
How hard are you pounding the ground?
Sufficient. Decent enough that I'm making sure there isn't going to be like, oh, this broke underneath our foot because we're not seeing well.
Okay.
You know what?
Exciting.
So yes, I will probably hit Az if I come upon him. I know where your question is going.
Good,
Hey,
good.
listen, I feel like, this is something that's felt internally. So, I feel like Saoirse hasn't played a song in a while.
You know, I was actually just thinking what a brilliant move that would be right now.
Got
Alright.
you.
So, yes, you begin your song. Wilhelm, the reverberations that would normally allow you to hit a target in its weakest point, this song that you've heard Saoirse use so many times to your benefit in battle, suddenly seems to have a new application. While you can't see, you become aware of structural weaknesses ahead of you. And the biggest one that you see, about 5 feet away, see in quotes, mind you, is an as-shaped lump on the floor.
You don't say.
All right, I would like to slowly move up towards it.
Okay.
I'm sure everyone.
As you will hear their approach, though you cannot see, you'll hear the song for sure.
What is that?
It's a percussion. She's ham boning. Smart move, Saoirse.
Yeah, I used it to detect weaknesses in the bridge when we were down in Caster's Folly.
Smart move. Smart move. So yes, you guys, you're all kind of together again, so we don't have to type back and forth now.
All right. I move up to Az with behind me. Go to step past him.
Okay.
Okay. Let's just pull him back slowly. I'll stand in the back.
Okay. You start pulling him back.
Well, that was me saying that I'm actually going to
To do the thing.
be rear guard so that he's behind me, so that if anything comes from behind us.
Oh, so we're basically like reversing order. Is
Yeah,
what you're saying.
unless we can change the order of people while we're in single file, Saoirse's going to have to be the one that is pulling him back.
Okay. So you guys move slowly through the crevasse, pulling as can get to his feet, but you can tell, even though you can't see, you can tell that he's wounded and in a lot of pain, just by the fact that every now and then you'll feel his body kind of tremble and stagger a little bit as he's trying to maintain. He's tough as nails, so that's what's a little shocking. Like, pain is not really one of those things you expect him to recognize. But he's in a lot of pain. You make your way back to the intersection, and your vision kind of gradually comes back into scope, and you can once again see. As you enter into the light of your phosphor stones, as you can see, has these raking gashes across his chest, just these wide open bleeding wounds that are just drenching the whole front of his body. The cuts are ragged and dirty and just horrible looking.
What caused those?
Seems bad.
Ah.
I didn't see it.
Oh my god.
Let's get him back to... I think the manor is going to be the safest spot, and then I can treat him. Make sure we can take care of those wounds and everything.
Okay.
Agreed, and maybe let's all stay behind a locked door for our protection.
So heading back to Crackstone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, you make your way back to Crackstone without incident. As you're going to take, but from the time it takes from the point they got you to the point you get back to Crackstone, you're going to take another 9 points of damage from bleeding. Short of him stopping to stitch you, like, in the field, nothing's going to stop that from bleeding. So he's going to have to actually sit down and care for that properly.
Noted.
And I will bring us back to here.
Nice.
Are the injuries like life-threatening? Is he losing a considerable amount of blood? Like,
He's bleeding
Genesis.
pretty profusely, yeah.
Genesis is looking at Wilhelm like, can we just pause for a second and take care of the guy who's like got his intestines falling out? Can we take a second?
If you close these wounds without cleaning them and treating them first, I guarantee you they will get infected. They're filthy. Like, there is just chunks of bone and rotten meat and old nastiness in them.
They
No,
bad.
no, we can't
That's
keep going with
bad.
this. We need to stop right now and just kind of, I don't know what, pour some stuff in there. I don't.
Just pour some sugar.
I'm not a medic. I don't know.
Unfortunately, this
Fix
is not
it.
something I can do quickly. And
He's gonna die.
that's why we got to get him back somewhere where we can be safe enough for me to stop. Stopping where we're single file.
Okay, yeah.
I know what I know.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying, but yeah.
let's get a move on. We gotta get out of here. We can't be in here. We gotta get out.
All right.
Oh my god.
So now
what the hell?
you'll make it back to Crackstone without incident.
Okay.
Like I said, he'll take those 9 more points of damage from the blood loss. Obviously, like I said, as you're in tremendous pain, it's excruciating.
It's very unusual.
Yes, it is. There's something unnatural about what just happened to you. You can feel it.
No, nobody gets the drop on me.
It's somebody did there.
Okay.
But yeah, no, the whole experience was out of the norm.
As soon as we are through that door, I am greeting him.
Okay. So you're gonna go through the process, I assume. Sterilization, cleaning, cutting away the bad flesh.
Well, I'm also gonna ask. At this point, I think we've all done this enough that Saoirse and Genesis
Yeah.
energy medicine exactly,
Yeah.
and
I gotta
And
update that thing.
Yeah.
that
Just-
stasis. Moments.
Yeah. Look at this. We have like a whole
Build the surgical
triage.
suite.
Mm-hmm.
We have a whole triage going. This is amazing.
We have Wilhelm and his 2 nurses. That's the way it's always been.
But it's a great dynamic, and it helps you guys so much that you can work together this way. So,
Yeah.
I won't go into too terrible much detail, just so we don't drag it out for you too much, unless you want to.
Oh, why would we want to drag it out?
Well, that means roleplay. It's up to you guys. But as far as the healing goes, you will manage to stop the bleeding and clean the wound, obviously. If you want to make your rolls for the actual medicine check, you can. And how much you heal back as well.
All right. So, how many herbs can I use with this application? This sounds like a significant wound. Can I use more than one?
I'll let you use 2 for this particular
Okay.
one.
So. Oh.
And that's a good roll too. So I yeah, just tell me how much you're healing back.
Okay. So first, each one of these gets a +2. So he's up to. So there's 18.
Okay. That's close to full, isn't it? As
Oh, what? Oh, plus 18.
Plus 19, because stitching heals one as well.
Oh, plus 18 is pretty much full.
okay.
Well, you got plus 19.
Good.
Plus my D4, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, you've got him back up to full. Strangely though, the nature of the wound, as it still hurts. It's more like just a dull throbbing, but it hurts. It hurts like it feels like somebody rubbed fiberglass inside the wound.
That's very unpleasant.
Yeah, it is. It's very unpleasant, and I need to make a private roll here. I like to do these in secret.
While I was doing that, obviously I cleaned, I treated.
Mhm.
I'm also going to add antifungal
Okay.
in there in case there's any, and I'm gonna start antibiotics.
Okay. That will work. Still
Yeah, there's some nasty stuff out there.
There is.
Yeah.
There is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, as they finish up their procedures, you kind of catch your breath. Like I said, it's still uncomfortable and itchy and painful.
Try to itch my chest.
You probably get your hand slapped by the doctor. Quit scratching.
Don't do that. Don't. I will
It's-
put gloves. I will put gloves on you. Please don't.
It's itchy.
Make you wear mittens.
I understand, but it's bad. Don't do that.
As
Especially because look at your hands. They're dirty.
as they wrap up and you kind of get back to your feet, you feel really hungry.
Oh no. Oh no.
Just maybe you skipped a meal. It's possible. You've been down here a while.
Oh no, 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 no.
Well, that all seems to be fine.
Does anybody have like a granola bar? like a
Listener fishes one of the rations out of his pack. He's just carrying a bunch of spares for everyone. Here.
thank you. Outside voice. I'll tear into it and crunch on.
as it just doesn't seem to help. I mean, you're okay. It's not like anything pressing. It just, you haven't had a nice big meal in a while. Maybe it's nothing, I'm sure, right?
Who knows?
It's fine. This is fine.
The out of character knowledge is killing me right now. Holy fuck.
So, is there anything you guys would like to do in Crackstone for the night?
Oh, for sure, yeah. Is that portal still up? I don't really know how artist abilities work.
I imagine by this time it's closed. In light of everything that's happened, for sure.
Yeah, it seems likely.
Here, I'll do this. There.
I say, I look at Az and I say, you should rest and recover your strength before you try that again.
Yeah, please don't make me do it again.
Yes, you should rest. And then listener realizes, I'm still carrying this sword.
Yeah.
Tell me about the sword.
Did you grab the long sword?
I think I probably grabbed the long sword. I think it was the first one you described, so it would be the front of the rack.
It's a beautifully crafted blade, hilt and pommel. Like I said, the wrap is deteriorated tremendously. It crumbles in your hand. But it is a full tang. So, like, you still have a sword. It just needs to be rewrapped. The metal is pristine, silvered, with some type of alloy that you're not familiar with. Intricate filigree and carvings on it. It's beautiful. Beautiful work.
Very impressive. It's been a substantial effort. I look around the room.
Okay. Well, you guys, I'm assuming, are just here in the main hall, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, standing about where my token is.
Okay. The rest of you, Uki, Wilhelm, Az, I assume you guys are inside.
Oh, undoubtedly. Wilhelm was like working on Az inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have been inside, but by the door, keep an eye, keep an eye on things from that might try to enter in to this place.
Yeah.
Genesis is
smart.
definitely there.
Definitely smart. Okay. Are you guys wanting to take a rest for the evening, or?
Yeah, that was like why we originally came here in the first place.
It's just been busy.
It has been a little busy.
All right. So, if you're taking a rest, I assume a long rest or short rest, or?
Long.
I think we were due for long.
All right. All right. That's perfectly all right. Here in the main hall?
Yeah, the other rooms are not accessible at the moment, I think.
All the doors are locked and shut. Okay. Any type of watch pattern going on, or you could just all sleep at the same time? That's fine.
Cool. As always, I don't actually.
Yeah, we're definitely doing a watch.
Jeez.
Okay. Well, what's our watch order then?
We have listener on permanent slot 1.
I feel like Genesis is gonna be kind of jittery after that, so she's gonna be like, "Let's go, let's do a watch order. I can't sleep anyway. Let me go first." Jeez,
Okay.
what was that? Oh my god.
All right. So Genesis on a rank 1.
Elf thing, I only need 4 hours of sleep, so.
You are sleeping. You are resting. I will stay up until you go to sleep.
That's the "I will sit on your chest" energy. Like
That's gonna hurt.
I know.
The good doctor.
I'm not sitting on your chest. Don't worry. You need your rest.
All right, fine.
I will stay up until everything is safe. Do not worry. Also, it's fine. Just focus resting.
I'll sit on your face until you go unconscious.
If you need something to help
Oh,
you
no.
actually rest, I do have things that will help you get into that state of mind.
So she'll take over slot 2 after Genesis.
All right. Are we doing a slot 3 as well?
I'll do slot 3.
All right, Uki on 3. Okay. So, you begin to rest. As per usual, down here where you're at, the ambient sounds, the dripping, the clang and clanks, and that weird kind of almost subconscious sense. You know when you're in a house all by yourself and you could swear you hear somebody talking in the next room, but you can't make out the words.
Mm-hmm.
You each kind of have a sense of that, excluding listener who doesn't actually have ears.
No, not really.
But yeah, it's this weird kind of ominous, oppressive sense, especially those of you who are unfamiliar with being underground. That sense of the world above you and how much weight is sitting up there kind of hits you every now and then. It's an intimidating, uncomfortable feeling, something that you'll take a little getting used to. But beyond that, shift 1 passes uneventfully.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Shift 2, no problems at all. Shift 3, give me perception checks for those of you who are awake.
I am awake. Can I have been doing something for shifts 1 and 2? I was going to ask.
Of course.
As a downtime activity, I would like to have taken some of the silken rope out of my pack and be using it to try and rewrap the handle of the sword.
Interesting. Okay. Do you have any skills?
Nope, just patience,
Okay.
steady hand.
Okay. Yeah. Let me look something up real quick. And Uki, you want to get a perception roll too, since that's your shift?
Yeah, well, since I rolled, so let me...
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
I'm in. There we go.
No rush.
Quick question.
Yeah.
How long did it take for Az to rest?
He only needs 4
how-
hours technically.
But how long did you fight it?
What? No, I would have rested right away.
Okay, then I will also have gone to sleep shortly after that. Would probably be up for third shift too, because
All right. Well, you're welcome to make your roll. That's fine.
I don't. Well,
If listener needs guidance, or well, I don't want to say that word because that has connotations. Assistance.
Yes.
Wrapping your handle.
I would gladly take some advice.
I would. A weapons master might have an idea or two.
Yeah. Honestly, if you're getting assistance, we're not even going to roll. You'll manage to rewrap the handle. That won't be an issue.
Oh, thank you.
It's a simple thing for somebody who's regularly maintains their own swords and whatnot, so that's no big deal. As far as the 3 rolls we have, all very good. About an hour into your shift, you each, all 3 of you, hear the latch of this door click as though it's become unlocked. And then the slow, grinding, stuttering creak as it slowly begins to swing open.
Would that I were awake to hear this. Oh my god.
Seems the dead invite us further.
Stuff is going down and I'm just over here.
Solid logs.
Ah.
Excuse me, allow me, I'll just... Yes. I'll have a poke around.
You going through the door?
Yeah, listener does not have a healthy fear of these things.
Well, it's opening very slow, so it was only about a couple inches open.
I have my pistol out. My pistols ready.
Well,
They're
I'm not getting through a couple inch gap, so I'll wait for it to open, and then
Yeah.
I'll just kind of pull it some more if it doesn't.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you open up, and the room is empty.
Of course it is.
The inside, what you see is what you see. It is literally a bare room with a bed. A simple bed. A bed for one person. A very small person.
Well, yes, dwarves, of course. So, no spirits in here, visible to me, I assume.
No. Uki, did you go in the room with him?
You don't have to.
Yeah, it's up
I'm
to you.
standing in the doorway with the pistols drawn.
Okay. Wilhelm, you standing in the doorway too? No. You're inside. Okay.
I can feel the apprehension from here.
Yes, I will stand with my back up against the wall. I will stand in the corner.
Okay. You move to the corner.
Yes, back against the wall.
All right. So,
I don't like this place.
listener moves into the room. Wilhelm moves into the room, puts his back to the corner. Listener's checking out the bed. Uki's standing in the doorway. The hinge for the door, Uki, is on this side. Just so you know
Okay.
which it swung inward. It swung inward, like towards you when it opened.
Okay.
As they enter the room and you kind of are looking around, you feel the wind pressure basically brush you as the door suddenly, violently, and rapidly begins to slam shut. It's aiming right for you. I need you to make a dex save to avoid getting slammed by this very heavy door.
Not again.
Oof.
Ouch.
All right. So Uki gets slammed by the door for a single point of damage. It hurt your pride probably more than your body, but
Well,
you know you wear
Wilhelm.
you wear very
I
thick
don't know it
clothes.
anyway.
You wear very thick clothes. You know you absorb the blow pretty well. It
Probably hurt her
does.
nose.
It does send you sprawling into the room, though. So it actually pushes you into the room, and you go sprawling across the floor. And the door slams shut loud enough that it reverberates through the house and wakes everyone up. Yeah.
What was
Darn
that?
it. Not again, Lister.
I'm afraid the spirits are monotonous, perhaps, in their pursuits. This will likely keep happening.
Beat you up with the house.
From the outside, Sish will say, is there any way you can create another doorway? Except in a more panicked tone than that.
I mean, I can. I just don't think it's a good idea to keep stealing power from. But.
Go ahead.
Do you have any breakfast?
Is he still hungry? Oh.
Did you not bring any rations before we went down here?
No, he had a ration.
Oh, I do have a pack of rations. I'll take about a pack of
Oh yeah, you're
rations.
set.
All right. Start munching.
Munch,
Oh,
munch,
okay.
munch, munch, munch.
Trying to tell if this is different from like normal hunger, because I know we just rested for like 8 hours, and technically you would be hungry after that. But like,
That's completely normal. It's just hungry.
yeah, when we chose to walk down here instead of using the ORT, though, it's just like travel is difficult, like keeping track of time.
Oh yeah.
We have to, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna be hungry, so that's just normal. Okay, I wouldn't think anything's weird about that.
Nah. It's
Nothing
completely
off in
normal.
the slightest.
Completely normal. Them being trapped in this room, however.
It's probably bad.
Yeah. I'm not like getting any bad vibes or anything, right? Like,
Are you opening up your senses?
I think I'm gonna. I'm. Yes.
Okay. You're opening up your senses. And any particular skill you're wanting to use, or just in general?
Just out of concern for our recently healed friend. I guess maybe having an appetite is a good thing, but at the same time, like, I just want to be sure he's feeling okay, right? Like, I'm not gonna read his aura or anything because that wouldn't help. I'm just gonna like see like how he's feeling, kind of
Hungry.
as if I'm just trying on a jacket. I'm just gonna take how he's feeling right now and just try it on. Like,
So for Az is the one you're checking?
right.
Okay. So you open up your senses empathically. You get Saoirse's worry. You get Az's discomfort more than anything. You get the concern from the people beyond the door, and the people on this side as well. But you also get this overwhelming surge of hatred aimed directly at you. And whatever is emanating that sense of hatred is immediately behind you.
No. And she just starts running.
Where are you running?
I don't know. Where's there a way? Where's the way? Just
Did you run outside?
I don't know where to go. Get me out of here.
Outside is guaranteed to be away.
So
Just
Genesis
like-
begins to panic.
For some reason, I feel safer locked in this room.
Just running around, like trying to get away from that space in particular. Like, oh my god.
Saoirse's going to hold up her Foster stone and be like, Genesis, what's wrong?
How long were you standing there?
You don't see anything else in
What?
the room.
Standing. Genesis, there's no one else in the room but us.
Sus. Is that hatred still there? Is it just...
Yeah.
And now it's diagonal?
No, it's still right behind you.
Oh,
It's like
it's right behind me.
it's like it's
Just
following
go
you.
Away. Go away. Why are you like this? Oh my god. Okay. So just as a reaction, we're just gonna just do this thing, which doesn't work still because I didn't fix the macro. Wow.
Trying to do the Mask of Obscurity.
I am attempting. Let me see if I can figure out how to put the thing in chat because I'm being an idiot. Come on. I'm sure I have that somewhere. Oh, it's got to be in my character sheet.
If I remember, it's not invisibility. It's being inobtrusive, unrecognizable, almost just kind of fading into the scenery.
Right. Yes, that is what I would like to do. This. Yes.
Yeah.
Something has its eye directly on me and doesn't like what it sees. So I'm just gonna try to like, oh no. I'm just chilling.
All right. It doesn't seem to phase it, although the people in the room are kind of like, stop looking at you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I'm freaking out over here. This is fine. This is fine.
So as you're sitting over there by this beautiful ornate obsidian fireplace, you can feel this presence just kind of like hovering right at your shoulder there. It's almost as if you could see it, if you turned your head, you'd see that face there just breathing on your cheek, staring at you with just abject hatred. You can feel it. It hurts almost. It's so powerful. You can almost hear the breath there by your ear. You can almost sense that tingling closeness of something you don't want to touch you being way, way too into your personal bubble.
Slowly looks to the right. Is there anything there?
Are you going to use any of your other abilities to look, or?
I think I'm gonna I just want to see what this does. That's not the same thing. Apparently that doesn't work.
What is it?
Oh, maybe it does.
Or physical event?
It doesn't have a name for some reason. This is the clairvoyance that I've not used up until now.
Ooh, breaking out the new stuff.
No.
This is pretty old, actually. Clairvoyance is 12.
Okay.
Well, new inbox.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going to put on the peacebound mask and look.
I should already have that on, but we're just gonna...
Yeah, that's right. You're going to look with your invisible eye. All right,
just
so
try to see what...
So you take a shaky breath, focus, you open your psychic sense to look out into the world to see what's truly there. Right there, I mean, half an inch from your cheek, you see it, this horrible, twisted apparition of a small dwarven man with a curled mustache, one dead milky eye kind of hanging from its socket, the other just glaring at you with this horrible fiery intensity, breathing through clenched, broken, and jagged teeth as though they just wish that they could reach into you and pull everything out and leave you as hollow as they are. Genesis. You get the sense
Thinking about that one.
You get the sense that as you become aware of its physical presence, that it is becoming aware that you're aware of its physical presence. And you could swear you see the faintest hint of a smile curl at the corners of his lips.
Eyes just slide away, slide over to listener and look at him like...
Well, listener's trapped in the room.
The other side of a wall.
Well, does our thing, our phone call, require a line of sight?
It usually does.
Okay,
unfortunately.
is anybody nearby?
Oh,
Saoirse and Az.
And Belethir.
Okay. Well, we're gonna. Belethir will be an interesting option.
Saoirse still has her light up and is like watching Genesis.
Something's wrong with Genesis. You can tell that.
We're gonna ping Belethir. Just be like, now that I've seen this individual, I don't know why. Like I'm struggling to like I'm afraid of it, but at the same time I don't want to like cause a panic here, right? Like we might need to rethink being in this space here. So hey. Dink dink. Look. Someone is here and they can't stand me. Terrifying.
Are you saying this verbally or
I'm
reaching
just
out?
I'm gonna try to reach out to Belethir. I don't know what he's doing or what his thing is, but like I just I'm not sure if he's busy doing something else, but I'm like, you might want to look at.
Okay. So, I'm afraid you forced my hand. This has gone on long enough.
Wink.
The
Okay.
entity still hovering so close to you. And it peels back its lips in that broken, jagged toothed grin as the smile just creeps along, almost splitting its face as it goes, like far beyond where the borders of its lips should meet.
Is it too late to take a step back?
And this long tongue kind of lolls out and just hangs loose, dripping as it reaches out a long, withered hand.
Oh, what do I have to do to dodge that?
What is your AC?
Oh, God. Never ask me that. Why?
These are terrible questions.
If he's asking me what my AC is, it's already too late.
What's your AC?
Not high enough.
Might be.
It's a 18.
That's very high, actually.
Yeah.
How did you get that?
All right.
Oh.
So you manage to step back as its hand kind of just drifts, narrowly missing your cheek, and you can feel this like horrible cold emanating from it.
No! Oh, no!
If you'd like,
Get away.
we can go into initiative here because this is coming after you.
Okay, I'm probably right here, right? A step back, is right there? Okay,
That's fine.
yeah. There's some bullshit. Oh, okay.
Can we be doing some stuff? Because this probably took a minute. And
You
we
can.
won't even be in initiative.
You want to go into it?
It doesn't really make sense since we're not in the combat space. I just wanted to poke the bed and use psychometry.
Okay.
Oh.
Hang on. You want to poke the bed and use psychometry?
Yes.
Okay. Where is it? My goodness. Oh, it did put something there, didn't it? Cool. All right. Yeah, the psychometry you'll get is the same dwarven gentleman. Consistently, fitfully unable to sleep. Once again, the obsession with his craft so strong and so bad that it actually disrupted his ability to get a night's sleep. It was all he could think about. But yeah, unless anyone else in there wants to do anything prevalent, you guys included, we can get into initiative.
Might we take a union break?
It would be time.
Yeah, we can do that before the combat. Let's do that. I'll get myself a refill on my drink, and we will be right back after this word from my tea kettle. Please stay tuned.
Don't touch a dial.
Don't touch a dial. See you in a minute. Boom. And we're back. Dun dun dun. Oh wait, that sounded way more evil than I intended. Sorry.
Are you sure about that?
I am very
He didn't say more evil than it was, just more than he intended.
more than I intended.
Words.
Yeah. So, when we left off, this horrible apparition had become visible to Genesis, tongue lolling, jagged teeth, one milky eye and the other banefully glaring at her. And as it reached out to brush her cheek with its horrible touch, it became visible to everyone in the room. And we rolled initiative. Genesis narrowly avoiding the touch of the apparition. Genesis, you are up first. How would you like to proceed?
Well, mainly I would like to get away from that. So I'm gonna, Genesis reaches into her very, considerably limited inventory now that we kind of decided to leg it down here. And just kind of grabs the stone from Grundholm that she picked up, and is like holding it where it's visible to this monster in front of her, and like, I mean, I don't know if it actually matters. We're not gonna like do anything with it, but just kind of taking the stone out and kind of remembering that resolve, I guess, and getting away from this thing. Like, here it comes. This thing is like right here. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get close to people who can help me. This is terrifying.
Okay. All right, so move
Just
away.
gonna scoot. Well, from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably somewhere around there.
Okay.
I don't know if there's not a wall there. 6.
Yeah, that puts you in the corner.
Okay, and then we're gonna as an action, just kind of, I don't even know why I bother bringing my character sheet up anymore. Like, what does this do? Oh, I don't know. Hang on. None of these macros are entered correctly. Like,
They probably updated.
Okay. No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna try to just prepare for an incoming anything. Like,
So take a dodge action, basically.
right, yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. All right. Uki, you are in the room. You can hear a ruckus beginning outside. What would you like to do? You are muted, by the way, Uki, just in case.
Yes, I unmuted my mic, but I didn't unmute my.
It's all good.
I'm kind of looking at Wilhelm and listener. I'm going. You think that Ruckus is going to be able to open another portal for us, or should I blast a hole with my musket? Could get kind of messy.
I expect that will be difficult. The doors are sturdy.
My arm.
You may try, though.
I would have hoped to alert everyone in my turn, by the way. Like, hopefully that was loud enough. I don't know.
Yeah. No, everyone's aware of what's going on. They can see it, too, the ones that are in the room with you.
So, can I yell through the door at Az?
Yeah.
I mean, what I mean is, are the doors too thick, or can I say, "Help, Az! We've been trapped again! Quick, open a portal!"
Okay.
And other than that, I'm gonna hold my action.
All right. Not a problem. Listener.
Poor ass, he's working so hard. Well, I'm quite frankly not getting through that door on my own. That's not really in my wheelhouse.
You could probably squeeze through.
I doubt it. I will take my turn, since it may be necessary to exercise this spirit quite quickly, to investigate the room.
Alright.
I'm looking for anything that was not apparent on first blush. I'll look under the bed, I'll examine the walls, etc.
Alright. Is this a investigation with your hands or a perception with your eyes?
I'd say with the hands. I got the time for it. You know, it's going to take up the whole turn. I may as well use the actual investigation.
Go for it.
There you go.
Okay. Sadly, there is nothing in the room in your immediate area, I will say, that you can search through in the 6 seconds of a turn.
Sure. Like, under the bed would be the first thing I'd check.
Yeah. So the bed is very simple. It's a stone bed. There is no space under it.
Mm-hmm. Under the pillow, perhaps.
Yeah, you don't find anything there.
All right.
Dust.
We may simply have been fooled.
All right. Anything else?
It's probably all I've got for the turn, really.
Which brings us to him. All right. So it's gonna move up on Ez. What's your AC, Ez?
19.
19. Okay.
I think I still get a sentinel attack because it's moving into my attack range, even if I don't have a weapon in my hand.
You do have to have a weapon with reach for Sentinel.
Oh, I do? Oh, boring. Never mind then. Doesn't the second part of it, though, the opportunity attack for it coming into my attack range help? It's like 5 feet away now, right? Doesn't that other part of it kick in?
Here. We'll take a look. We'll take a look as
we go.
As raw here.
I mean, that's fine. A 13 is gonna miss it. So
Sentinel is...
Where did I...
No, Sentinel is when you hit with an opportunity attack, their speed becomes 0.
Oh, okay.
They provoke opportunity
it's the
attacks.
master that gives me the... That's where it is. Never mind.
Yeah,
I forget how the thing works sometimes.
That's perfectly alright. Perfectly alright. I forget too. But no, he moves in.
Okay.
Takes a swipe at you kind of slowly. You dodge back out of the way, narrowly avoiding this chilling wisp of air that passes by you. The movement, of course, aggravates your wounds. That's more for roleplay than anything relevant.
I want to pull a stitch.
Where'd it go? There. Popped it out.
Not just one?
That's it. Wilhelm, you're up.
I am gonna try to get that door open by force.
Alright. How are you forcing it?
My shoulder, particularly aiming right around the area where the door connects to, like, where it meets.
So the latch and handle side?
Yeah.
Alright, you're trying to force it physically. Give me a strength check. No.
Nope.
In fact, you kind of hurt. It's like, oh, God, oh.
That one stings a little bit.
Yeah. Ouch. Alright. Anything else for you, Wilhelm?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Get out of the room.
As you are up.
I am up. I golly gee. All right, Spooky. We'll get to you later. I'm gonna walk over to this door, to the wall here.
You are moving.
I am going to incur. Yeah, I'm gonna incur an opportunity attack.
All right, let's get that out of the way first, just to do it. Oh.
Oh, okay.
I think I got you.
You got me.
21
Yep.
necrotic.
Okie doke.
That hurt.
Okie doke. No good.
So yeah, you guys see the thing reach out and grip him, and it's like its fingers just pass through him and yank back. And you see the flesh where it touched just go black and charred. Poor Az.
We just finished healing that.
All right, but you get to the door. You're at the door.
I'll do the wall thing.
All right. Give me that D8.
You can sure have one.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. It's very interesting.
That's not what we want, right? We don't want interesting right now.
No, this may work in your favor. As
Yep.
you pull the hammer out,
Mm-hmm.
and you just feel the new fresh necrotic wound on your back spread rapidly. Like you go cold, your ice just runs through your veins, and you could swear your heart stops for a second as you see this black stain of rot run down your arm into your hand, reach out as your flesh and bone expend out from your hand, wrapping around the hammer, striking the door, and then peeling into, out of, and around your bone and flesh, twisting and mottling, cracking and snapping as it pulls open a black portal around the door.
That's supposed to happen? I don't think so.
You
I
know,
took off my headphones for that one.
That's
you-
not usually how that one works.
You notice that you are no longer breathing, but do not feel the need to.
That's different.
The door is ajar.
I listened at the door.
It says nothing.
I couldn't resist.
Might I advise
Stepping out.
through
Yeah, it's time to
quickly?
step out, but it'll have to wait till the
So, two things real quick.
Mm.
First off, the spirit looks shocked at what just happened.
I am very shocked also.
Second, I need you to roll a percentile dice for me.
Please. Okay.
Oh my.
Oh. Did you?
That's not a good, huh? I don't like that noise.
Okay. All right.
Oh my God.
Anything else for you, Ez?
No. I think making that door would constitute an action, and
Okay.
my movement to get there. Yep. That'll
Okay.
do.
All right. Saoirse.
All right, well, Saoirse's just going to back up to the wall and start a built upon rubble. She's terrified. She's scared.
All right.
Can you put that in chat so I know exactly what that does? Because my turn's after yours, and I won't like.
It's
to act on it.
advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, it's built upon rubble. It's the same thing that Saoirse casts, like, or plays every combat.
Okay.
I will say that this won't affect an incorporeal entity, though. There's no physical form for it to bounce off of.
True.
So it doesn't have a structural weakness.
But would Saoirse know that?
No, I'm just saying, like, no, it's great that you're playing it. It just, as far as the actual effect, the practical effect.
Yeah.
It makes sense that that's what she would fall back on. It's what's worked for her so many times.
Yeah, I mean, I have something that she could try along the vein of using the musician's ability to, like, come up with songs, but
Go for it.
yeah.
Or do you want to wait and think about it and do it next round? It's up to you.
Well, you know what? Let's try it. Did I actually write out this macro correctly? Yeah. This was based off of, like, those musician, like, rules I sent you, like, a while back, but yeah.
Whenever an ally lands an attack on them.
Wait a second. That wasn't what I thought.
I was gonna say, I don't think fear is gonna do too much to this either.
Yeah, no. I was going to, I forgot what I'd written for that. I think what I was trying to do was I wanted to play effectively a war song to, like, give effectively to affect my allies, and it was like an ally buff that gives them, like, maybe a bonus to attack or something.
Okay. Give me a performance roll. We're gonna start flying loose and implementing some of our conceptual ideas. So, yeah, give me a performance roll.
Oh, also Shaunakesian. So, advantage.
27. Woo. What is your proficiency bonus?
Like 9.
9?
Oh, my straight PB itself is 4.
4. Okay. All right. So, basically, what we're gonna do is the next attack against this has a +4 to hit.
Okay.
Does that work?
Sure.
Okay. So
I was hoping it applied to, like, all my allies, like, but yeah.
I figure I'm gonna give you one big bonus for one attack. +4 is pretty huge.
Does it have to be like a hit? It has to be a hit, right? Not like.
We're gonna say +4 to whatever your next action is.
Okay.
All right. Anything else for Saoirse?
That's it.
Okay. Big buff. Genesis, what you got?
Okay. So I'm looking at this, I'm guessing void touched sort of dwarf that's, like, looking at me with hatred, right?
He's looking at everybody with hatred right now, but yeah.
Okay. I'm holding this stone of Grunholm, and it symbolizes a lot to Genesis. It symbolizes, like, a piece of something that gives her hope, right?
Okay.
So, in the past, I've been able to exert my will on beings and actually get a result out of it, which is insane. But we're gonna try that, because obviously that would be what I would do. Okay. It's going after people. It's, like, slashing them. It's attacking people. Like, I want this thing to stop that, right? Yeah. Ideally. So I don't know if this is actually, like, an attack or anything, and I don't know if it doesn't have to fall under that, but, like, I don't necessarily think that brute force is the way to go. And I don't think any of us should be meleeing this thing either.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to, like, exert my will on it. I don't really know how to. I'm not appealing to its humanity. I'm, if anything, rebuking it with something that represents the opposite of what it is. Like. Like, you succumb to whatever came after you, but I'm not going to. I'm resolute, just like the stone is.
But
You know?
not me, though.
Not me, though. That's the energy. That's
So
that's the energy.
You're going to try and psychically rebuke it. Try and make it go away.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out which sort of thing we're going to use for that.
Well, don't. For now, you've given me a pretty detailed description of what you want to try to do. So let's just do it.
Okay.
Don't worry about picking a specific. Let's just do it. You're using your mental ability to try and rebuke this thing, to make it go away by force of will and by force of empathy and by force of mental power. You're trying to dominate its psyche and force it to do your bidding by going away.
Right. Since we're stepping into like the new stuff, which from what I understand isn't really specifically ability based. It's more of the narrative of what your character could do, which I think this one could.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Give me. For now, we'll say it's just an intelligence check, plus proficiency bonus plus 4 for the bonus that Saoirse gave you. So.
My proficiency is a 4, so it's a +8 to this.
Yeah.
And
bonus.
if it goes badly, I'm gonna use the lucky.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, and then
Is that with the +8?
that 18 is +8.
Okay. So 18 is including the +8.
No, I think she wanted
No.
to use lucky to re-roll that 13.
Oh, so 18 plus 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, 26, I think.
Okay, yeah. 26.
That's a good number.
That is a good number.
We're just kind of gonna step forward and like, right here, be like, stop it.
Stop it. Get some help. So, the thing looks at you, still kind of seething with that hatred, but looks at you nervously this time, and then looks at Az and the weird portal that he's opened, and looks confused and then nervous, and just shifts and fades.
Ooh.
Hey.
Disappearing.
It doesn't mean it's not still there, but at least it's not attacking us.
As it does this, the door, even though it has a big hole in it, unlocks. As do all the others. You hear them just ka-chink, 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 unlocking.
Are we still in initiative?
You can be, but don't have to be. There's nothing attacking you currently.
Okay. I stroll out. We have any ghost situations going on out here that are visible?
No, you don't see anything.
Okay.
Az, would you like to maintain your portal, or do you want to let it go?
I think there's no reason to maintain it. I'll let it go.
All right, you let it go.
Make sure Wilhelm comes out. Oh no, the door's unlocked. That's
Yeah.
right.
Make sure Wilhelm comes out of there.
As,
I mean, make sure Wilhelm comes out, and then I'll
Trust these doors.
But,
as you do this, normally the things you create fade or go away. In this particular instance, where it came out of your hands, they snap off,
oh, weird.
and the portal remains.
It doesn't usually do that.
Seriously, just looks paler than normal right now.
That took a lot out of you, Az.
It really did.
You should probably get a snack.
I am quite
Oh, no.
famished.
Make sure you mark these rations off as you're going.
Do we see him doing this?
Yep.
What, an after battle snack? Yeah.
Battle snack. You never heard of afternoonsies?
No.
After battlesies?
We've been traveling for how many days now?
But I need my protein. I'm
With
a
a
growing
specific
boy.
no. We've been traveling how many days now with a specific number of rations, eating very
This
carefully.
muscle mass takes a lot of protein. To
It didn't
maintain.
take a lot of protein before. Something's changed.
He's a growing boy.
We established this in the beginning.
I thought you said all that bullshit would work in Ez's favor.
It did, actually. Sorry, Az, I meant to say this. Your necrotic damage you just took is gone.
Oh. Gone? Weird. That also doesn't usually happen that way.
Why is he eating another ration? We only have like 48 of them between us. Like,
there's a lot of weird stuff going on with Az. I mean, he just made a portal out of flesh and bone.
Yeah, that doesn't usually happen that way. It was pretty weird. Right, guys?
Yes, very strange.
Guys.
Saoirse just kind of nods in agreement that it was strange, but she just doesn't say anything. She looks shell-shocked.
Honestly, your powers have always been a little weird to me. I'm not really sure how they work.
Well, you see, they were a gift from Shah, and you know, you just kind of do like this.
But with her being gone, they still work.
Why do you keep saying that?
Wilhelm, I believe the Queen of the Elves is very much suspected to still be around.
Two different people.
Oh, I thought the Queen was Shah, my bad. No, Sharvasal, that's right.
That's all before your time.
Yes, the gods, the royalty, I'm still not entirely certain how that works.
And listener probably is like starting to forget some of the knowledge that he would have picked up from the
For
collective.
free from the
Yeah.
It's very rough, actually.
Like he probably did know this at one time, but now it's like, you know, his memory recall is just pretty shit because he didn't have to flex that all that much.
He's a little detached. Literally.
But up.
I can't believe that worked. I can't believe that worked.
What did you do?
You know, I wish I knew how to say what I just did. But,
She scared the ghosty away.
basically,
where?
I mean, I don't know. Away?
Well, you see, there's nowhere for them to go, really.
They're not here, that's the point. Like, it was coming at us. Like, it attacked Az, who for some reason is eating another ration. You're not gonna have any left by the end of the day, my guy. Like, anyway, it doesn't matter. It's fine. We'll figure it out.
I peer through this
What,
door
aren't you-
here that
aren't you
usually
hungry?
has a sort of ash banshee.
Of course I am, but I have to be.
Anyway, where'd you find that fancy sword?
Oh, it was in this room this way. He points with the
Over
sword. Yes.
Just looking over.
There are several others.
I'm starting to think
Weapons?
that maybe stealing magic real these days is maybe not a great idea.
I'm just gonna look. I mean, I don't know what I'm looking at, right? Not really.
Church, how we looking in this room here?
The ash pile settled when you left.
Yes, but how about any of the other things here? I remember it had a bit of an aura before.
That all pretty much remains.
Slowly walking over here,
Well, I suppose they were separate spirits.
reading the vibes, reading the vibes.
I'm playing with weapons.
What are the
Turning
weapons
them
like?
over in the hand.
Those are
you
kind
know,
of just.
checking the balance, inspecting.
Those are. Sorry.
Inspecting the craft.
They're all kind of normal, right? Like,
Oh, they're quite nice, actually.
any of them.
They're well-crafted weapons.
They are very well crafted. Like I said, aside from the rotting of the wraps on the handles, they're masterfully crafted, beautifully inlaid and filigreed, perfect in every way that you can tell. It was a longsword that's already been picked up, a flanged mace, and a one-handed hand axe.
Ah. A hand axe might be nice. We'll pick up the hand axe and test its balance.
It's not only balanced, but perfectly balanced.
Exceptional work. Alright. I think I might keep this.
Okay. Make sure you write down the crackstone axe so I can remember which one it is.
I will note the crackstone longsword.
Yes, you too. Sorry.
What? Starting to think that maybe not a good idea to keep doing things the way we used to do back in the olden days.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, like back in the old days, we just kind of like you wave your hand a little bit, you do a little wristy thing, and the door melts, you know, and it just wasn't there. And then you do the wristy thing again, and the door is unmelted.
Do you mean what? Like you push the door away, or?
It kind of grows in and grows out of being.
Well, what about this growth has changed?
Everything. It's tainted. It's impure.
Since when do you care about purity?
Well, that's a fair point.
Why are you seeking imperfections in your own methodology? Like, you've accepted yourself pretty well up until now. Why the change?
The pursuit of perfection is to be. Like, why do something if not perfectly?
Imperfection is the definition of existence, not the pursuit of perfection. The pursuit of perfection leads to madness. It's something you'll never attain. Surely you know that.
She says to an elf.
You'll never actually achieve that. Even in centuries of life, you haven't achieved it yet. What makes you think that living longer will help you?
It's always there.
Like, this is
step away.
This is
That's
Genesis
what
the
makes-
Ventrite, known to the Galduina. Like, doesn't mind talking to the elves. Doesn't mind speaking of things that lead to madness because that she understands it. Like,
Oh, I know, but it's just like they're already mad.
yeah, but at the same time, it will make you worse. Like,
And they also kind of don't know that they're mad.
Yeah, some do.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
true.
this is the reason for my choice of words, right? Like,
I will say there is some irony there, though.
Yeah. That's why I
It's a
was laughing.
little funny.
yeah, fair enough. I mean, I'm trying. I don't know.
No, you're good. You're good.
I think that's what my character would say at this point.
Which is totally fair. It's totally fair.
And like, the elves being mad is probably like, you know, not a thing to her just because Event tries to interact with them so like, or regularly enough that y'all probably see them more humanistically.
Also true.
Yeah, I mean, who's to say what madness really is? You know, people say, "Oh, they're crazy." That's a label often given to people who aren't really understood. So we're kind of
Often.
hashing out the thing, you know. We're just
Very often.
yeah. Yeah, so I don't want my friend to feel like he's not doing well, you know?
So,
I would like to recruit the party into a harebrained scheme.
oh, I like harebrained schemes.
Okay.
Schemes
Let's
are
go.
The most exciting thing I've heard all day.
Let's go over there.
I
Friends,
appreciate the chat, good friend Genesis.
Hmm.
You will understand when you're 600.
When? Blink.
You'll get
Sure.
there.
Sure.
He's pulling the age card on you.
Yeah, if I live to see tomorrow, I'll be fortunate.
Also fair.
I wish to claim the gun off the table in there.
Are you gonna take it? Again?
I thought you already got it. I don't know.
I picked it up, and then it
Sure.
nearly killed me twice.
Okay.
Two
How
different
do you-
ways.
How do you propose taking a cursed firearm from the table that's tried to murder you already?
I wish to borrow your mental strength.
Oh golly, I don't know how much of that I have left. Sure.
So I wish to form the hive mind.
Oh, we're pulling
You know, I
out.
could just-
Outside voice wants to bring more people in.
I could just pick it up. I mean,
I would like to see you try that, actually, please. I gesture through the door at it. Perhaps it would be safer to do this after forming the thought stream, just in case. It is a powerful artifact.
but you recall what happened when we formed the thought stream and there was pushback.
Yes, it is a little iffy, isn't it?
It is not without its drawbacks.
I will warn you, if you wish to try to grasp it with your powers, should it choose to affect you anyways, it is quite severe.
What does it do exactly?
Well, what it did to me was it communicated to me the fates of all those who had hefted that particular weapon, and then attempted to have me shoot both Uki and myself. Given the visions...
Oh, no.
I assume that this has ended exceptionally poorly for all those who have tried previously.
Oh, okay, hang on.
Of course, I don't know if your powers quite count as picking it up.
One second.
Wait, are we in the thought stream whenever he says all of this?
No, that's just a Genesis. We haven't started the thought stream yet.
Oh, no, we're not doing this again. No. Why do you need a gun so badly, first of all? Second of all, why can't we just leave it there?
I'm not certain that I need a gun exactly, but it does seem to have somehow consumed the spirits of those who have wielded it in the past, and this is very interesting to me. It could be a valuable insight into the nature of death.
Okay.
And he wants a gun.
The player would like to have the fancy gun. Listener
was the-
wants to know about the dead.
What was the sword? What was that? Like a rapier?
Talking about misericord.
Misericord the dagger.
Not the dagger. The stiletto?
Yeah.
Stiletto, yeah.
Stiletto. It's a kind of dagger.
Yeah. It's a long needle
Okay.
dagger.
And you said it would be an interesting something into the study of death, right?
The gun, yes. Yes, that's what I'm saying about the gun.
Yeah, the stiletto was an interesting study into the nature of death as well. And it was something that I never should have held.
Oh, you totally should have.
I believe that particular weapon would have been a less interesting study, though indeed it would likely have generated a great deal of death.
If the stiletto could make me think things, and this gun has made you think things,
Yes.
does it ever occur to you that maybe you should leave it alone?
No? Should it? Is that supposed to happen?
That's how you learn. You see things happen and you decide, I'm not going to do that again because that was dangerous.
Listener tilts his head to the side.
I mean,
Yeah, but what if you just...
As we can't actually hear this shit. Saoirse's looking on with curiosity as listener tilts his head.
Just watching Genesis. Oh no, can't see Genesis's face either. She's got the mask on. They're just staring at each other.
like, I don't understand how you don't remember the guy's life leaving his eyes when I choked him to death. Like, how do you not know what trauma you're bringing upon yourself? Like, how are you this unaware of what you're pleading for someone to help you achieve? Like, hello? This isn't just some scientific study. This impacts the people around you in very detrimental ways that you can't always undo.
Well, I did ask first.
Sometimes the correct answer is no.
Listener is torn. He looks back and forth. He looks at the gun. He
Nope.
looks at Genesis. He looks at
Nah.
the gun. He looks at Genesis.
Nope. I'm over here. Nope.
Genesis. I trust you. Do you truly believe that I should leave this here, knowing that it may possess a valuable insight?
Do you believe that insight is worth our lives? As we have more than enough things out here trying to kill us as it is. Without a gun turning you into me.
Oof.
As did you get
Very
that?
well.
Okay.
Like, you can feel Genesis in your head holding her palms out to you.
Then we shall let the dead lie where they lay.
And she looks down at her hands. And they're kind of shaking a little bit. She's like, good.
Let us leave this place. I do not know how you banished the first shade, but I suspect it will return in time. The dead have no place to go.
to get out of here. Jeez.
Yes. So, to the rest of the party. After a conversation with Genesis, perhaps the gun is best left there. We should flee this place, if Az is well, before the Shade returns.
Is as well.
Is he?
It's getting a little warm in here, isn't it? Yeah, let's get moving. It's kind of stuffy in here.
Listener, did you sense anything from the gun when you were near it again, as you did before?
It seems that the room possesses roughly the same energies that it did when we first arrived. The animating forces of the two specters are linked, but they are not the same. So, whatever it is that Genesis has done, I suspect the results of lifting the gun would be very similar. It will be well. The dead can be understood another day. For today, let us focus on the living. And he makes for the door.
Right there with you.
Saoirse follows along.
Okay. So everybody walks out?
I'll lead the way. I hope it's cooler outside. It's really warm and stuffy in this building.
Alright. So, as you exit out, you kind of get that breath of under-home fresh air, let's
I'm just
say.
gonna.
Fresh.
Fresh.
I'm just gonna. This. Don't mind this. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Good thing 90% of my face is covered.
So yeah, you step out into the darkness of Underhome. Your phosphor lights kind of illuminating the spread and that kind of warm orange glow that they do as you step out. And as you clear the step of Crackstone Manor, at the very edge of light, you see a figure standing
Who that?
in the darkness, eyes glowing. It is a pale figure wearing silver armor with long flowing platinum white hair, staring at you calmly, one hand resting on the pommel of her sword. In a hollow voice that seems to resonate from somewhere far away that just chills you to the bone. Boom, boom, boom. She says, "Supreme Grand Master of Spring, shield of our mother, Lord of War, Azdruzhar, you have my attention."
Oh, it's...
Oh, you're turbo screwed.
And
Oh no!
and we will cut there.
Womp womp. Womp womp.
Talks us off the brink of death with a gun that may have saved our lives. Don't touch it. It's dangerous. It's sticky. It's evil. Ew. And we step outside. I heard you had a gun but didn't pick it up. That was your mistake.
Nah, this one's on Az.
About to make you wish you had firearms over here. Ayy.
Yeah, you might remember that roll I made earlier and went, huh?
I knew that was a bad huh. I said it then, didn't I? I said I don't like the sound of that.
Huh.
That's a bad huh. That
Womp
No.
womp.
no.
We've become so powerful in ways of screwing ourselves over.
Oh my god.
Underhome is turning out to be a very fun journey.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's
And
kind
we,
of active
and we
down
chose
here, isn't it?
we chose to take this journey on foot. let's remember that. Let that be the last thing we recall when we take our last breaths over here. When question brings us to our end.
You should see what I had planned for the underwater journey.
Oh my god!
Hey, you ever seen a void whale?
Hey, yo, you ever seen it? Oh, you're dead.
Sticky Bones has taken it. That's
Oh
why.
my god.
He's just
He
set
ate
up in
the
one
whole
of
thing.
He's just set up in one of the things. He has now claimed one of the bunks as his own.
Oh my god.
But yes, tonight I actually had a lot of fun tonight. I hope you
Oh, yeah, I
guys
was
did.
It was terrifying, but I mean,
That's good though, right? That's good.
It's
Yeah,
just supposed to be a scary place.
I'm not even gonna worry about whether or not that was the right choice to take the gun or leave it,
It was
because
a characterful choice.
yeah, I mean, if I feel like if I'm told, hey, this is this stiletto like all over again with firepower in it this time, I'm gonna say no, right? Even if I
Yes.
don't know, that would be an advantage for us in the
Yes.
metaverse of it, you know? Like,
No, this is perfect because absent outside input, of course, listener's going to take the gun. He's a curious sort, but
Yeah, yeah.
with input, it's interesting.
He does learn. He does learn. But you guys survived so much this evening.
Oh, yeah.
oh my god, yeah.
So much. I mean, even counting in last session, God, you guys, you dealt with, God, let's see, I forget what I call it, the Tattered Remnant, successfully. You dealt with the spirit that inhabits Crackstone. Didn't defeat him, but managed to get him to go away.
Which is itself kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's a victory. It is definitely a victory.
Agreed.
As got more in tune with kind of what his powers are now, better or for worse, you encountered something horrible in the tunnels.
Yeah, that was fun.
And appear to have attracted the attention of something you probably might wish you hadn't.
Oh, well, that's fun too.
Oh, yeah, guaranteed that last one.
Yeah, although out of all of them, this one might be your best bet to survive. But yeah, so much heavy drama going on right now. I'm kind of loving it, not gonna lie.
heavy drama and heavy breathing. Hmm?
Yes, right in your ear.
I know, right?
I appreciate you guys enduring the descriptive horrors that have happened this evening.
I took my headphones on a lot. I took my headphones off a lot, but yeah, you know.
Yep, it's definitely Cairne. Welcome back.
Yikes!
Can't do body horror, that's me.
It's perfectly all right. All in all, I did enjoy everyone's reactions and roleplay tonight. The direction everything went was fantastic. Even though we haven't really moved, everything has moved story-wise, which is great. So thanks all to you guys. Thanks for all the work we do off-screen, working on world building and rules building as well. Hopefully we'll have every week a little more to offer and give as we near completion of our own game system to play the world of Cairne with. Very excited about the direction that's going. We'll definitely keep you up. You can always check on the Discord too if you're curious. Next week we're coming back to Sigil Confidential.
Yes.
Next week on Sigil Confidential is going to be a very big reveal of something. I'm not going to say what. I've been holding on to it tight-lipped for a while.
Oh my god! Holy fuck.
It's a big reveal. I'm looking forward to that. So you definitely want to stay tuned for that next week. Wednesday, of course, Tomb of Annihilation. We're trying to wrap that up as quick as it can. It's not speeding it along, but you know we're getting towards the end of it. I think Wild Beyond the Witchlight is still going. Kong returns. Yeah, chance. It's a possibility. Whenever you're ready, bring him on.
If you got into where we are now, I want to know how.
If anyone could, it would be Kong.
Yeah, it would be Kong.
What you didn't know? You could just like wink into existence. He's right there. Just poof, Kong.
Kong is one of the only OG survivors still out there that remained in Sigil. Ironically.
As far as we know.
Yeah, as far as we know, exactly. But yeah, I think Wild Beyond the Lichlight is still happening on Thursday. Next Friday we're doing the Tower, so we can tell you about it, but it won't be broadcast.
Yes, this is still for secrets.
For secrets. And beyond that, I know Brindlewood is still kind of, I think we're going back and forth for the next session of that. But we do have a lot of cool things coming up. We're tossing a lot of ideas for new games, new game system, new game settings that everyone's going to be playing with going forward because of all the nastiness going on right now. And I think it's going to be a great thing because all these other game systems and settings are going to finally get the attention they deserve because there's a lot of really cool stuff out there, and we're going to finally get a chance to dip our toes into that as well. So stay tuned.
I have several I want to look at.
Excellent. We want it all of it. But yes, I just checked. I don't see anyone streaming that I recognize, so I think we're just going to close down for the evening. But as always, guys, thank you for playing. Thank you for helping. Thank you for contributing. Thank you guys at home for watching. For those of you who tune in to the YouTube channels later, thank you as well. We love you. Let us hear from you. We want to know what you think. I'd love your input and what you think about the world. I know Chance is getting ready to run some Avatar Legends, as he just stated there. Definitely want to see that. He's actually a very good game master, considering he's only known how to read for about a year. We got to give him some credit there. I mean, he's overcome such a great intellectual hurdle to get to that point. So everybody come out and support him.
Dedication.
I love you, Chance. But yeah, we will be back very soon. So we hope to see you. Thank you all very much. And good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.